There's some talk about whether you should actually have a to-do list in your retirement. My goal is not to make my day difficult, it's to make my day better. I have a special bond with my to-do list. There is just something about feeling accomplished and doing the things that you set out for yourself to do. While caring for an aging parent, maintaining a YouTube channel, being involved in ministry, doing some hobbies here and there, and keeping up with family keep me really busy, so it does require some coordination. But do I manage my to-do list, or does it manage me? Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. My name is Sonia if you're new, and I live close to Nashville with George. We are retired. We have 2 dogs, a big one named Dexter and a little loud one that's a Chihuahua named Maddie. And this week, I thought we would kind of dive into the to-do list because it seems to kind of be not quite controversial. That's probably not the right word, but there's some talk about whether you should actually have a to-do list in your retirement and if it's meaningful and if there's any reason to do that. I've talked about my to-do list a lot on this channel. Some of you are like, we are so much alike. Yes, I'm just like you when it comes to these to-do lists. Some of you are like, what? What is a to-do list? Absolutely not. No way. I'm retired. I am no longer doing a to-do list. Others of you are like, pick the one big thing you want to do that day. Some of you are like, pick the 3 things you want to do that day. So I thought I would just kind of dive deep into the to-do list this week as far as the reasons why I still have one in retirement and what it does for me, just to kind of give a deeper understanding into my world and why I use it. First of all, let me tell you, I swore I would never come on here without makeup again, but here we are. A lot of my to-do stuff, like everybody else, it starts in the morning. So here I am with coffee, and I'm in the middle of a Devo. I didn't even finish the Devo yet, and I thought, you know what, let me just grab the camera. I am kind of a creative type. I'm very detailed, and so it's my nature to create something that's detailed. And if I'm going to do something, I'm usually going to go all out with it. When I worked, I really didn't have as much of a to-do list. I know that sounds strange. I just had a weekly planner. I used that planner, and the only day that really got attention was Saturday and Sunday because that was when I was off. It was basically just a weekend list. And when I retired, just to tell you the story of how this detailed to-do list really got started. The 2 years before I retired were just absolutely nutsoid. I'm not trying to say that it's anyone's fault. It just is what it was. Mom needed more help. She was not going to get that help in Columbia, Tennessee. She decided she should probably move up here. We offered to help move her, and she took us up on that. So we helped her to get up here. The 2 years before we retired, I was just so incredibly stressed out because I think when we moved Mom up here, getting her packed The only way we could really help her do that was to just spend all of our weekends down there. And for months, we would go down there on the weekends. And George helped her to sell her house. He had been in real estate before. And so he worked with them down there to get her house sold. The housing market was such that, she didn't have time to sell her house and buy another house already built. The only way she could do it was to buy a house that was being built. Everybody was trying to buy at that time. People were paying cash, and I don't know, it was just really crazy. And so she moved in with us while her house was being built. And we had a lot of building meetings to go to, and it was just a really crazy time. And so we lost ourselves for 2 years. Everything was going toward whatever it took to get Mom up here. I say it was 2 years. It was 2 years getting from the start of all of this until getting her finally settled in the house. A year and a half to 2 years. I don't really know. That's kind of when I had to start a to-do list. I had to have one to remember things because my brain was so spread out at that point, because then I'm taking care of another person's wants and needs. All right, I thought we'd sit out here in the sunroom. My to-do list has several layers to it. I guess the top thing is just to remember things that are happening that I need to do that day, or something that I need to prepare for in advance of something that I need to do. And little upon little, it just built up. So, for example, I eventually started to put my housework in it. I really liked the idea of spreading the housework across the month. Most of the things that are just so repetitive, I don't have to put on the list. My goal is not to make my day difficult, it's to make my day better. So again, I put my housework on a rotation, and it works out beautifully for me because I'm just doing a little bit of housework every day. And it's fun over coffee in the mornings to open up my to-do list and see what pops up. Laundry is on the list, and I have to put that on the list because I'll remember to start the laundry, but once I get involved in my day, I'll forget to go back and move the clothes over to the dryer. So I'm trying to be very disciplined with myself to make sure that I get things done for George and things done for our household, things done for Mom that I need to do. I started paying her bills a couple of years ago, I guess. And so it became really important that I put that alert on there because she doesn't have very many, but I don't look at it every day. I don't think about it every day. I do check her bank every day because I'm just uptight about that. I don't remember to go and pay her bill unless I set up an alert, but I had to layer that in. So after I retired, man, I think this is where my story was going about moving Mom up here. I had so much to do when I retired because we were backed up personally because of Mom's needs and getting her up here and dealing with all of that. The selling of the house, the building of the house, the actual moving her things twice and getting her settled in the new house. Our to-do list was just on the back burner. We still have household projects that we haven't done. But I made a list of all the things that I wanted to do in retirement, and then I put them on my to-do list. And that was my way of ensuring that they would get done. I'm just telling you about my to-do list today, and it's layered and it was built up, and I was very intentional on getting things done for all of us. And I also, wanted to make sure that I got my responsibilities done. And at the top of that, I wanted to make sure that I got my spiritual things done. I'm a little more relaxed about my to-do list now because I did have to have an adjustment period with myself. At some point, 3/4 of the way through the year last year, I decided I was unhappy because I was marching to the drum of my to-do list. I was allowing it to lord over me, and I have actually done videos about me going through that. Today, I'm more relaxed about it. Hi, tell everybody hello. I still will go in the mornings and rearrange my day, and I will move it around. The iPhone reminder is what I use. I refer to that. I don't necessarily let it lord over me, but I do, particularly in the mornings and early afternoon. It's more important to me at that time to kind of do those things in order so that I'm more efficient. For example, starting the laundry earlier in the day, doing some of the harder tasks earlier in the day, those kind of things are really important for me. Because of the fact that I am a creator type and enjoy YouTube, photography, writing, scrapbooking, doing hobbies, watching YouTube, playing computer games, I really need a little bit of structure in my day. I am by nature pretty responsible though, and pretty disciplined, so I would probably always start my morning productive. If I were to dive into something and enjoy doing it, I would keep the creativity flow going. I couldn't say that I would be ignoring it on purpose. I would just forget about it. I would zone out and just forget about whatever it is I needed to be doing. So it's a way for me to keep focused. George used to think that I was ignoring him, and I guess I was, but I wasn't ignoring him on purpose. I was just sucked into whatever I was doing, and he had to sit me down and say, look, something's got to change. I feel like you don't like me anymore. And it's like, it wasn't that. It was just, I liked whatever I was doing. It's like if he's watching TV or basketball, well, I'm going to be doing my hobby and blogging or making graphics. And, we had to work through some of that because he wanted me in there watching TV with him. Who knew? I don't know why he wouldn't come blog with me, and I hope you guys don't mind me coming on without makeup today and just having a good morning talk about my to-do list. It is a beautiful spring day. It's kind of cloudy, and I think it's going up to almost 80 today. George is going to mow. I'm not opposed to having the 3 things in mind that you want to get done, but for me, there's just so much more that I need to get done. So I really just try to work everything in, but that's the story of my big long to-do list. But I need to get the video done today because George and I are going to go see a movie tomorrow that he wants to go see. It's right smack in the middle of when I would normally be doing my video edits. So we're going to do that today. So we'll talk to you guys later. So I am in the iPhone reminder app right here. I've gone through and kind of reorganized my day already. World Bible School, and I'm going to check the weather. I'm going to post my blessings on this gratitude app that I have. I post 3 blessings from yesterday. The sheets are in the washer. I do need to thaw out some bacon. I didn't get to do that yesterday, but I was hoping to have bacon for breakfast in the morning. I need to take my blood pressure meds. I need to, I'm vlogging right now. That's just to remind me to work that in to my schedule. I need to answer YouTube comments. The video must be finished for YouTube. I also need to check Mom's bank, which I do every day, but I see that she has some bills that I need to pay today. And I also need to take care of some banking there for Mom. I need to vacuum up, and today is the day that I vacuum while Dexter is gone. What is not on here is that I need to grind the coffee beans. That also scares him, so I try to do that on Wednesdays. And I need to kind of clean up the kitchen. It's not too bad right now, but I do have a few things to clean up. I'm needing to go to the grocery store. I kind of wanted to do that before lunch this morning, if possible. We'll see if I make it. I need to reset the bathroom. I've already cleaned it once this week, but with company coming for an overnight, I kind of feel like I need to refresh that. And monthly, I try to make a specific point to just mop around the toilet. I mean, it just gets dusty and you forget to take care of that sometimes, and the normal vacuum just doesn't get it. So reset the bedroom. I will be laying out a towel for my sister-in-law and, a bottle of water I'll put, by her bedside. And so let's see, where are we? Dust the main living areas. I was supposed to do that yesterday. We were gone a chunk of yesterday, so I never got to it. I need to also spot clean the fridge and throw away leftovers this afternoon. It's probably going to be afternoon by the time I get to all these. Don't pay any attention to the times on these. I just pick a time before 11 or before noon for my morning chores, and then I rearrange them in order like I want them. So the time doesn't really make any sense when I tell the iPhone reminder app a time before noon. It's going to put it in this morning spot, and then I will just drag it into whatever order I want it in. I don't necessarily have to do all these things in order, but I have actually organized the morning and the afternoon in order just so that I can get the most important things done first. So it's helpful to kind of use it as a guide, but it's not the God of my day. And I know that worries some of you, but no worries. It is not the God of my day, because at one time I let it be, but it's not. And I don't get upset if I don't get things done. It just simply goes to the next available time that makes sense. So in the afternoon, these are, I've timed anything between noon and 4 will go in the afternoon slots. And I have kind of put that in order of importance. I would really like to make some bread today after I get the yeast that I need. I have saved my Devo and prayer for this afternoon because I have a lot of things I need to get done this morning, and it just makes sense to move that to the afternoon, where I think I might have a little bit of time to just be quiet and still. I need to pick up Dexter, checking email. These are extra things if I have time that I can check email. I have some monthly analytics because it's April 1st right now. April Fool's Day. Oh my gosh. But this is no joke. This is real. And we have a lot to do today. My mouse and keyboard are running out of battery. These are just extra things. Blogging has taken a back seat this week. Oh, I need to check with my aunt because she actually has Mom's taxes done. She used to do them, but she's retired, but she's still having someone do them for her. So I need to check and see how that's going. Maybe tonight, if I am by myself, I'll watch Virgin River. If not, I'll just put that to tomorrow. Last but not least is check on Mom. I will do that sometime tonight. But that's my to-do list today, and I just wanted to show you kind of how that works. iPhone Reminder is really a very nice little app. I have several lists on here that I can make in these little colored lists. Otherwise, they just fall down here. I have my list today. You can see what's scheduled, which if you pull this up, it will pull up from now all through the year. Grocery list, an Amazon list, Target list, a Costco list. Now you can set alerts. You can set something as urgent and set an alarm, but you can also add tags. Like I have a spiritual tag. It also, on the main page, shows you your tags. So if I were to go to the cleaning tags, it will show you all of my cleaning tasks. So if you tag something, then it just groups it together in that group and you can look at it. I try to remember to add a tag when I'm adding something to my to-do list, if it's something that I repeat. And that's another thing that you can do. And I enjoy it. So like World Bible School is on my to-do list. It's daily. It's going to show up. I don't have to remember to keep adding it. It's just going to show up as daily. I have a tag called Mom, so anything to do with her will show up under the Mom tag. Like I forgot to put it on that one. It's not a repeat one anyway. I forgot to tag cleaning on that one, but that's okay. I'm not perfect at the list, but that just kind of shows you how you can set things up in here. So I hope that helps. I have to share with you guys our quarterly bucket list because it is a part of our to-do list system. It is kind of something that George and I work together on. Most of these are my things, but he throws some things on there to do, or it's things that we might do in the community together. It's just an idea list, and we post it in the kitchen, and it's just kind of a fun thing to do, but it definitely is a part of our to-do list system, and we really do try to get these things done, but there's no pressure, just all in fun. All right, the winter into spring has been taken down, and I've added my spring bucket list. I just decided to have a spring one and then a summer one. And so whatever I don't get done in spring, we'll just add it to summer. So there were a lot of things that I did not get done on here, and I just moved most of those things onto this one. So you can see we've got a pretty fun little spring quarter planned. Working a puzzle, reading books, getting an acai bowl. I want to make 2 pair of earrings. I need to clean Mom's fridge, help her do that. Still have losing pounds on there. Each one of these boxes means a pound. I want to paint my office. I want to go to a yard sale with George. I want to go to the gym with George. Salvo's Pizza. We've got some places in the area that are like, this is new. This one's been here for a while, but we just haven't made it over there yet. These are what my YouTube channel will probably be about, or you'll be going to. I am starting my bread making journey very soon. Actually, I've already made biscuits, but we're going to be making something with flaxseed, einkorn flour. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Almond flour. Let's see. I have my springs and summer salads on here, like broccoli salad and orzo salad, macaroni salad, pasta salad. I think I forgot to put pimento and cheese on here, or did? Oh, there it is. All right, so plan a trip. Big question mark there. I put our gift cards on here. We also have a wedding, a shower, and a wedding to go to. Mother's Day is coming up. All right, so that is the spring bucket list. Starts April 1 and goes through the end of May. And then we'll just do a separate one for summer. Hey guys, I'm having a pretty good day. I'm very happy to say that the to-do list has gone well today. I did pretty good in planning. I always overplan. You guys know that. I've talked about that before. I always overplan. When it gets to the actual day, if I've overplanned, it just becomes things that I can do if I want to do them. And I do have some cards that I need to send to people at church. I've had to stop and order get well cards, and they came in the last couple of days. So I kind of need to do last week's and this week. And Mom asked me to send a thank you card to some ladies that sent her a basket. I will do that. And my doctor that I've had since 2008 is retiring, and I want to send him a note before he leaves the practice. So I figured I better get all that done today, all that administrative stuff. I need to check my email, and then I need to video edit. I need to take my vitamin supplements. When it gets to be this time of day, I need to be editing because I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So I'm going to have to be getting a lot of extra stuff done today. Also, I need to check email, and I'm really trying to do that every day because I have been trying to step up on some things that I'm doing for my YouTube channel. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. So I did have to fix some decaf coffee. It just kind of had a little chill, and I've already had way too much caffeine this morning. Coffee, decaf, it's fine with me. Let me get to the rest of the afternoon. Feeling okay? Is you feeling okay today? No? So pretty out here. Hey guys, it is Tuesday. I've had a pretty good morning so far. You know, I think the first part of my mornings are pretty much the same. Coffee, taking care of dogs, you know, looking at the to-do list, rearranging, deciding for sure what is going to happen today. Just having some quiet time. I actually started reading some in the mornings, taking my blood pressure med, just checking the weather. Kind of like to know, because sometimes it changes from day to day. I do try to get a few household chores done. It's a lot of things I want to do, and if I don't write it down or put it on a list, it won't get done. George takes a different approach from that. He doesn't want to put everything on his to-do list, and I don't put everything on my to-do list, but there are just some things that I want to remember to do every day, and I'm just old enough to forget, like the blood pressure med or checking the weather. And I guess if it came to be 10 o'clock and I was curious, I could look out the window, But I did actually walk a mile on the treadmill, so I've been trying to get that in early in the day so that it actually happens. I've been trying to arrange my day where I can put on makeup and get ready to film earlier in the day. That really seems to have helped me a whole lot, because I can pick up the camera sooner. I put off video editing until later, and I put my Devo off until later. And that used to really bother me, because I always felt like I was putting God second. I realize as long as I'm doing it every day, He's going to be fine with that. We just work it in where it fits the best. But that gets me to being able to take a shower earlier, and then I can do my Devo, clean the kitchen, and video edit and all the things. So it's been kind of fun tweaking the to-do list as I go along. And so one thing I wanted to talk about today is my mental attachment to the to-do list really has a lot to do with my happiness. And I tried to figure this out. When I do these little talks with you guys, a lot of times it's just me trying to figure things out. I've been trying to figure out, why do I really like my to-do list? I feel giddy when I check it off, and I feel really happy when I accomplish things. And so my work training has trained me to keep asking why, to get to the root cause of something. And so when I do that, I get down to, why am I happy checking something off the list? There is just something about making progress that really makes me happy. And when I kept drilling down the why, it came back to childhood, growing up, going to school. And so I just had tiny to-do lists when I was little. We were rewarded and praised for accomplishing things, whether it was a small thing. When I made my bed, Mom would say, "You did a good job making your bed." It was just ingrained, and any time in school when you met the goal or the achievement, you got the star. Your name got on the good list on the board. You got to be front in the line. I don't know. It was just all through life. And so it just became a thing to get things done and accomplish things. And then I began to set goals for myself, push myself to get things done. And it's that way at work. You're always, asked to do more and more. I don't know that you get praised for it. Sometimes it became an accomplishment for myself to be able to do all these things on the list. And I always enjoyed doing the list, for the most part. No, we're not going to start that. Those were just my thoughts today on the to-do list, was how it was tied in somehow to my happiness. As I went through the first year of retirement, I was putting the needs of others or the household, or, was trying to get all the responsible stuff done. But the thing of it is the responsible stuff never ends. And so I was really pushing myself in the first year of retirement to get all these things done so I could finally have fun. And it wasn't happening. So the happiness factor was just non-existent last year. And it was really surprising. And I figured out 3/4 of the way through the year that, I got to change something here because I'm not doing what I want to in retirement. Turns out, I did adjust my schedule a little bit, and I planned to do my hobbies and reading. And just like this morning, I feel so good because I finished my Danielle Steele, The Ranch book this morning. I've been trying to at least read a chapter in the morning because I know me, and as I get on with the day, I might just do a list of things I feel need doing, and I won't stop to read. So I have allowed myself to just go ahead and build that into my to-do list because that's how my brain works. And if it gets on my to-do list, it will get done eventually. That's kind of the psychological part of the to-do list. I just wanted to go deeper with that with you guys because I talk about my to-do list a lot. And I think a lot of you are really surprised that I struggle with this to-do list and that you think it's a bad thing for me. And I tried to go a week without the to-do list, and going without the to-do list was definitely a bad thing for me. It was quite freeing. Yeah, I did what I wanted to and nothing I was supposed to. So I do need that structure in my life, and I like having it, and I feel secure with it. And I know more than likely if I have that to-do list, I'm not going to forget something important, like taking my meds or calling mom. And I shouldn't forget to call mom. But if I get involved in a lot of things, and I'll look down and it'll be past bedtime, and it's like, oh my gosh, I haven't called mom yet. So I really, really need that structure. Like I said yesterday, I'm kind of a creative type. So once I get to diving in the details of something, I might not emerge for a long time. I just had to tweak the to-do list so that I allow more fun in it. Over time, I can see that yes, I have progressed and I have done some important things. When I look back at what all we did in the first year of retirement, I'm like, whoa. I mean, you can look at my video topics. If you just go to my channel and look at all the topics, we did a lot of stuff. Yeah, those are my thoughts today on the to-do list, but we're actually going to the movies today. So I really don't have a whole lot on my list. I definitely need to get this video finished. We have company coming tomorrow. I think they're spending the night, so I'll probably wash the sheets, pay a little more attention to the bathroom and the bedroom, and then the next day after that I'll wash the sheets again because I'll be letting, it's a family member. We have a death in the family, and it's been determined that George and his sister will go to the funeral, and I will stay home and be able to get Dexter from doggy daycare where we don't have to board the dogs. The funeral's out of state. It's probably a couple of hours away. A lot of what I had planned for tomorrow may be pushed off to another day. And then I do need to go to the grocery store because for me, I haven't gone and bought stuff like I want to eat. My fruit, I need salad stuff, and I need yogurt. I don't know what all I need. I got it on a list. So yeah, it's a busy couple of days, and I may have to push some of my regular to-do list items into a different day. But that is the beauty of my to-do list, because using the iPhone reminder list, you can forward things over, so every day when you get up, that's one reason I plan, is I see what's on there and it's like, no, we're not going to do that today. Or yes, I think we'll try to work that in. Some things get pushed to the afternoon, and it's like, if I have enough time, that'll be the next thing on my list and I'll try to get to it. But when I go to bed, whatever is on the list that I didn't get done, we just roll it over to another day. And I am pleased to say that I'm getting better about planning it and knowing what I can accomplish. And it's a lot less than what I used to be able to accomplish. Just seems like every year that goes by, it takes me longer to do things. But that's okay. We figure out life one day at a time, including this to-do list. So I'm going to get started on this video, but I hope you're enjoying the to-do list talk. I think it's a fun subject to talk about. So what is your relationship with your to-do list? If I haven't asked that already, I've slept since I videoed yesterday and the day before. I don't really know what I talked about. Are you one of those that you're like, not going to do a to-do list, or you have one item for the day or 3 items for the day? Do you actually write it down? Or do you have a big one like me? I do actually have a list for the year of things that I want to accomplish and have them kind of broken down by month. And I am happy to say that I am knocking some of those things off the list. It's just slow getting to those annual goals. Those are just my thoughts today. Okay, there's birds playing and the wind, but the movie was really good. We had a $50 Starbucks gift card, so we bought 3 bags of coffee because we were almost out of coffee at home. We're in Lebanon, Tennessee, and we just left the Roxy and saw the space movie, which was Project Hail Mary. It was really good. It was very long. It was like 2 hours and 34 minutes long. Then we're gonna go eat fum. It's Wednesday morning. I've got Maddie Sue here. Dexter is at doggy daycare. George just dropped him off and was going to go play frisbee today for a little while, just this morning. George has a family funeral. His uncle has passed away, and so he and his sister are driving to Kentucky to the funeral. It was decided, mutual decision, that I would stay here and go pick Dexter up from doggy daycare. We weren't really quite sure what to do. We started to board the dogs and me go because, it might be a late night. We just don't know, and it's a bit of a drive away. So, and we weren't sure how long, he would be there after the funeral. So I'm staying here, and it gives me an opportunity to kind of flip the bedroom so my sister-in-law can stay here tonight. Have the sheets in the washer going this morning, so I'll need to put the sheets back on the bed and get those freshened up for her. I also need to pick up a little bit in the house. Sorry, no makeup. This is what's happening right now. All right, doing cheese toast. I had a little bit of bread left over, used up the rest of the sandwich cheese, just toasted it in the oven. since my toaster is no good. And George said he would eat some, so that's what we're having to keep our tummies full till I can get different food. Hey guys, I am so proud of myself for getting so much done this morning. I mean, it is noon. I did want to be at the grocery store before noon, but it's okay. It's 12:11. I was able to get most everything in the house done that I wanted. I flipped the bedroom over. I really went to it this morning. All the vacuuming across the house is done. I got all of my stuff that I'm gonna need for tonight and in the morning. Put all that in George's room and brought the phone chargers over and all that. So we are set to go for tonight and tomorrow, having company. I think we're gonna go out to eat tonight is the plan. I didn't really do my hair. I just washed it, and I kind of like the way that it kind of curls up. I mean, I probably should have put mousse and styled it a little bit, but you know what? I'm just gonna go get something to eat through a drive-thru and go to Kroger. I'm actually looking forward to just taking my time and going through the store. You know, it seems like we're always rushing through to get our stuff, mom's stuff. You know, I'm working off of 2 lists. Let's get on with the grocery shopping. I'm so excited. Hey guys, I am so out of breath. I just brought all the groceries up. We'll do a quick haul. Bananas, strawberries, watermelon, blackberries, sesame sticks, chicken broth, little ones, because sometimes you just need a little bit. Honey, it's been since I was a kid since I had whipped honey, so I got that too. Ground ginger, my Asian salad kit that I love so much. Boda Box Breeze Sauvignon Blanc. This is really good for table wine. I got a little bit of ham sandwich meat because sometimes I like to have a sandwich. And I got Havarti yogurt, spinach souffle, my blue corn chips. Sometimes George is gone with a guy's night out, so I bought myself that to fix one night, and then I can have the leftovers the next day. I wanted carrot sticks. We usually buy the big carrots because we put them in soups and stews and we roast it, but I really wanted some for dipping. I bought these to make smoothies with. We're gonna make gumbo soon, so I bought some okra. Sometimes this is hard to find. Gonna be making some biscuits, so I just thought we needed some regular milk. Speckled butter beans, put that with canned Allen's green beans, and it just makes a delightful summer dish. Or winter, I don't know why I said summer. I've been wanting sausage and biscuits, so I got some sausage, bought some little bitty potatoes. I got bread, eggs, Olipop Stella. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore. I like to have one maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks. So I got that. Anyway, that is our haul for today. All right. It is not an acai bowl, but it is the Too Good yogurt, blueberry, 0 sugar, has stevia in it, I think. I have blackberries and strawberries, and I do have some of my granola. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna have that. Oh, and I added some walnuts. So let me know your opinion. Just leave me a number, 1, 2, or 3. Number 1, is it the state of Texas?
In bacon.
Oh yeah, it is bacon. So number 1, is it the state of Texas?
It's a little tiny bit of Oklahoma.
Or is it somebody's hand giving you the sign? Or is it number 3, a maple leaf from Canada?
I think the shape is not consistent enough to be a maple leaf.
Yeah, but those were the 3 things that I thought of.
I first thought of Texas, and then thought of the sign. I've seen it a few times in my life.
Anyway, breakfast is pretty good. But yeah, we're enjoying nice breeze, very spring-like day. It's just good to be retired. Well, it is Thursday. It's actually already 4:13 p.m. So this morning we sat around and talked over coffee. I organized the list, read some, reflipped the bedroom back. A little bit tired today though, probably because the quality of sleep was not as good last night, but that's okay. I'm trying to stay awake and not nap today. So I've been pushing through the to-do list, making some progress, and just getting done what I can get done. There's a lot on my to-do list today that I'm having to forward, and it's okay because every morning when I get up, I see what's there and just plan the day from that list and forward over what I can't do that day. Stay tuned. Come back next week. Don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to leave a comment and let me know what you thought about this week's video. And I really like hearing about your to-do list and how you handle it and your philosophy with to-do lists. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. All right, guys. See you next time. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. Normally